Not just one, but 2 houses have officially just been announced and added into the Halloween Horror Nights lineup for this year's event.
All of the details on those houses and more coming up after the intro.
Welcome back to the channel that takes you through the fog with another Halloween Horror Nights announcement video. But before we do begin, we have to start off this video by saying a huge thank you to all of our subscribers on this channel. We officially just surpassed 1,000 subscribers here on this channel and cannot express how thankful we truly are.
We do have a video coming very soon for our subscribers with a nice little giveaway in it, so stay tuned for that. But if you are new here, welcome to the channel. We talk about all things theme parks in the Orlando area, but recently we've been talking mostly about Horror Nights as that is approaching very quickly.
So consider subscribing to the channel and giving this video a big thumbs up, for it does help us create much more content just like this one.
So without further ado, let's jump into those announcements that HHN released. Starting off with the Bride of Frankenstein Lives, let's watch the clip that Universal posted.
So this actually came as no surprise to us, honestly. We were expecting it to be announced at some point. We just didn't know when they were officially gonna say it was coming back. Reason being is because they had this house last year for HHN Lite and we got to experience it then.
Now, if you didn't get to experience this house last year, this is the description from the HHN website. This time, the Bride of Frankenstein is stepping out of the shadows and taking her fate into her own bloody hands. The mate will have her monster and the monster his mate. Enter the tower ruins where Frankenstein's monster pulled the lever to bring down the walls and destroy him and his bride. Recoil in horror as she tries to bring him back at any cost, honing her diabolical genius one harvested body part at a time. Don't get caught between her and the brides of Dracula, who she captures and drains in hopes of reanimating her love. Now,
it wasn't our favorite house from last year and we may get some hate from that, but let me give you a reason as to why. Last year, they had this house which all the scare actors had to hide behind plexiglass and most of them had to wear their masks, which took away from the characters, from their looks for instance, and from the actual scare perspective because you saw the plexiglass so you knew somebody was already there. But hopefully they don't have to have that for this year's event.
Now it does seem like this house is going to be the same as it was last year with no additions or revisions, which does kind of bum us out just because we did go through it multiple times last year, but we are interested to see if it'll be any different in the full atmosphere of HHN and if they do end up removing some of those COVID restrictions that they had, like the plexiglass and the masks.
Which I'm sure they will, the way that things have been going. It seems like, I mean, the parks are opening back to full scale, so I don't see why they would have plexiglass or mask. And the next announcement that Universal put out there for Horror Nights is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We are both super excited for this one as we have not been able to experience this house at the event yet. And this house will be based off of the 1974 film and pretty much follow it to a T.
Now here's the description from the official HHN website. You've seen the 1974 horror classic. Now it's your turn to experience it for yourself. Enter the dilapidated Sawyer house and meet Leatherface and his demented family of merciless butchers. Will you make it out in one piece or in pieces? Step right inside the story, experiencing every nightmarish moment for yourself. Explore every familiar room of the Sawyer home, from the parlor to the blood-splattered kitchen. You'll face carving knives, meat cleavers, meat hooks, and of course, that roaring, slicing, flesh-ripping chainsaw.
This seems like it will be a pretty intense house based on the film alone, but the description also makes it seem like it will be pretty gory. So for those of you who are a little squeamish, this may be one that you want to skip.
Now, we do have to mention that this isn't going to be the first time that Texas Chainsaw Massacre has made its way over to Halloween Horror Nights. The last time they had Leatherface in the lineup for HHN was back in 2016 for HHN 26. Now, it seems like that house back in 26 is going to be pretty much what this year's house is going to be as well. Now, the only exception to this, however, is that back in HHN 26, this house was located in a tent. But if you look at the speculation maps for this year, it seems like it's going to actually be in a soundstage, which means one big thing: more space. So the Texas Chainsaw Massacre for this year, even though it may be similar to that year's house, is going to have bigger sets, and it's going to be able to have maybe a little bit bigger of a budget so they can add more effects for this year.
Another new development is that over at the Five and Dime, they did just release new merch for the Bride of Frankenstein Lives, which we have to say that we really like these shirts. It is nice to see some different merch featuring the monsters. We tend to see the same merchandise with the classic monsters featured on it for some time now, so it is nice to see something different.
And finally, we do want to make mention of one other house that is to make an appearance at this year's event. Now, it is not officially announced as of right now by Universal. However, though, if you look at the speculation map from Horror Nights Nightmares and from the photos that have been leaked of the facade, that house seems like it's going to come true, and that is called Welcome to Scary Horror in the Heartland.
This house will be located in the tent by Men in Black and the Fear Factor show, where House of a Thousand Corpses was in HHN 29. Like we said, we have not gotten an official announcement by Universal yet, but with the photos of the facade, we are expecting to get an announcement any day now. And obviously when we do, we will make a video announcing that and giving you all the details about Welcome to Scary Horror in the Heartland. Alright, so that's gonna do it for us today in this video. Be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, as that does help us create more content for you guys.
And we also have to set up a brand new goal for us to hit for subscriber count, since we've already just smashed our 1,000 subscriber goal. So who knows, maybe we do 1,500? Maybe, we'll see. But that giveaway video is going to be coming out soon to our subscribers, which we're expecting maybe Sunday or Monday we will post it, and it will show all the details leading into what this giveaway is about. And with that all being said, again, a huge thank you to all of you guys, but that's going to do it for us. So can't wait to catch you guys in the next video, and we'll see you guys in the fog. Peace out, guys.